On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Conley into the lanes. Here's Edwards. Got a piece of it. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Hardaway passes to Washington. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Lively. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Minnesota. The Mavericks also with a sub. Irving's checked in. Driving inside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Green. That one good for two. Alexander Walker's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Green left side. It's stolen by Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And we've reached halftime in this one. Mavericks ahead, up 10. And now let's catch up with David Ault. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the five for Jason Kidd. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. P.J. Washington is out there with Jones, and it's Gafford in at the five. Special K, in your playing days, you were such a strong defender. Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit of the pumpkin. They ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Good, and as this goes to town. 18 points for Anthony Edwards.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league, becoming a good passer.
The drive by Doncic.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials...
The previous play is under review.
Original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
For just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. Monte Morris has checked in for the Timberwolves. For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And that one falls for Irving.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
No one-year Edwards as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 21.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Doncic. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And it's out of bounds. It's touched by Doncic.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Doncic kicks to Powell. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. The pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Irving, and he gets it to go. Edwards got 11 in the second half.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Here's Doncic. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 7. It's tipped and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniel. Then for the Mavericks, Green, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in for Luka Doncic.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Hardy passes to Green. And Green slams it in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Out to the right wing. Morris looking over the floor. And there's the drive. And he comes up with the deuce.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Driving to the basket. For 3, Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Hardy with the jam.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Edwards drawing the double team. To the left wing. Timberwolves passing it around. No problem knocking that one down. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter. On the wing, Green lets the three fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Irving from long range. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And Dallas also making a switch. Exum, he's checked in for Josh Green. Edwards passes to McLaughlin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McLaughlin's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Timberwolves. And they double up Doncic. Irving dishes to Doncic. Teardrop shot. Doncic going to work.
Doncic has it all. Full package. Soft hands that time made the floater look easy.
This is it to Reed. Towns in the corner. Kicks to Edwards. Here's McLaughlin. And the rejection by Gafford. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And it's Conley in for Jordan McLaughlin. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Doncic. From deep Washington. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Edwards finds Towns. And it's Conley penetrating. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 4 rebounds in this game. And Edwards with the stop.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. But they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Pass to McDaniels to take the lead. Takes it inside. He takes it up and lays it in.
Shade McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
Here's Doncic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
In the corner, Irving with it. Fires the three. Dallas, no good that time either.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Here's Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over Daniel Gafford.
You can see how Edwards has really developed and worked on his handle. It's become a strength of his game.
Doncic always looking to attack.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Edwards drives in. Conley finds Towns. Pass to Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Derek Jones comes in for X. Here's Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All eyes are on Conley, a normally confident shooter. Can he sink the free throw?
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Here's Gafford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Gafford cans them both.
A steady hand at the line in a tough situation narrows it to a one-possession game.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Irving.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gobert with the block. Kleber against Towns. And there's Edwards on the assist by Towns. Edwards got 38 points.
Well, I love the court awareness there. Towns zipping the ball over to his teammates, a willing passer.
They grabbed their own miss. Outside, Jones. Dallas, no good that time either. Edwards with it. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he's